My grandfather has always reminded me of Robert Duvall in Secondhand Alliance. He was a bit of a spitfire, maybe a little rough around the edges, and full of mystery and wonder. The more I learned, the more exciting his life seemed to be. His home was a museum to his adventures. The room I stayed in when I came to visit had these 2 wooden masks. Now, I can't remember where they were from, but my relationship with them began with terror and slowly transitioned to curiosity and then admiration. Things like, "Oh, that was when I was a smoke jumper," or "Was that when I was in Japan or India? Let me think," were not uncommon statements. From his swords, sculptures, photographs, and stories, I began to know this seemingly mysterious, interesting man I called Papa Reed. He was hard of hearing, so to watch TV he wore these ridiculously huge headphones. He loved burnt food, I don't know why. He rode his bike long distances and ate lots of ice cream. He loved to read and travel, and loved that I did too. The 2 things he always asked me were, "Where are you going?" and "What have you been reading?" Our best connection, though, was Mount Whitney. He climbed it when he was younger, and Liesl and I hiked it to end our John Muir Trail through hike. This October, before he passed, I got the chance to talk to him one more time about our mountain. I was wondering, do you remember anything about hiking Mount Whitney?
It was a long, long time ago. I remember from climbing Mount Whitney was when I climbed it with a guy called Frank Tucker, who was a sort of a semi-professional mountain climber. We climbed Mount Whitney and we stood on the top and saw Death Valley. And that was an amazing sight to see the highest place in the USA, continental, to the lowest place in the continental USA, was just sort of amazing to me. I owed and awed.
He would always ask me if I thought we could see Death Valley from the summit. On a clear day, they say you can. Now, I have no idea if we could or if he did, but that mountain will always represent a special part of our relationship, and I'd like to think that he and we did. When I was in college, my grandmother gave me a pair of his old Capilene. Now, Capilene are simply Patagonia's name for long underwear. Papa Reed was much bigger than me, so I'm not sure when he wore them, but this polar bear suit has become a regular in my backpack. Well, we feel like popsicles because everything is frozen. So we're heating up our car and trying to thaw out. But I'm glad that our days of camping in the cold are coming to an end. So I'm looking forward to getting to New Mexico. Because my summer 40-degree bag, it ain't summer. It ain't summer anymore. Yikes. I'm sentimental, and I've enjoyed knowing that a part of him has come with me on so many adventures these past few years. And with his passing, it means even more. He was my grandfather my whole life, and though his blood isn't in my veins, his love of adventure and learning is woven into who I am. Linwood Reed lived his adventure, and he is an inspiration for me to fully live mine.